Did you know that a tiny country most people can't even find on a map is suddenly becoming one of the fastest-growing economies in the world? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Guyana, a small nation on the northern coast of South America, is experiencing one of the most dramatic economic transformations in modern history. Just a few years ago, it was largely known for agriculture, gold mining, and a struggling economy. Today, it's being called the world's fastest-growing, oil-powered super economy. So what changed? The answer lies deep beneath the ocean floor. In 2015, everything shifted when massive offshore oil reserves were discovered off Guyana's coast. These weren't small finds. We're talking about billions of barrels of recoverable oil, enough to completely reshape the country's economic future. At the time, Guyana had a population of less than 1 million people and a relatively small GDP. It wasn't considered a major player in global economics, but with one discovery after another, it quickly became clear that this country was sitting on one of the most valuable oil reserves found in recent decades, and from that moment on, the trajectory of Guyana changed forever. To understand how massive this shift is, let's put things into perspective. Guyana's economy has been growing at an extraordinary pace, far beyond what most countries ever experience. In some years, GDP growth has exceeded 30% to 40%, which is almost unheard of in modern economies. This kind of explosive growth is not gradual, it's transformational. But rapid growth like this comes with both opportunity and risk. Because while oil can bring immense wealth, it can also create instability, inequality, and long-term economic problems if not managed properly. This phenomenon is often referred to as the resource curse. So the real question isn't just how Guyana got rich, it's whether it can sustain that wealth. Let's start with the foundation of this transformation: oil production. After the discoveries, major energy companies moved quickly to develop offshore drilling operations. Advanced technology, deep water rigs, and billions of dollars in investment began flowing into the country. Within a few years, Guyana went from having no oil production to exporting hundreds of thousands of barrels per day, and this is just the beginning. Production is expected to increase significantly in the coming years, potentially reaching over 1 million barrels per day. For a country of Guyana's size, that level of output is enormous. This sudden surge in oil revenue is reshaping every aspect of the economy. Government revenues are increasing rapidly. Foreign investment is pouring in. Infrastructure projects are being launched, and the country is gaining global attention like never before. But managing this kind of growth is not easy. One of the biggest challenges Guyana faces is avoiding the mistakes that other resource-rich countries have made in the past. When oil wealth floods into an economy too quickly, it can distort everything. Local industries can collapse because the currency strengthens too much. A problem known as Dutch disease. Inflation can rise, corruption can increase, and inequality can widen if the wealth is not distributed effectively. Guyana is well aware of these risks. That's why it has taken steps to create a sovereign wealth fund, a financial mechanism designed to manage oil revenues responsibly. Instead of spending everything immediately, a portion of the money is saved and invested for future generations. This approach is critical. It helps stabilize the economy, prevents overspending, and ensures that the benefits of oil wealth are not just short-term, but long-lasting. At the same time, the government is investing heavily in infrastructure. Roads, bridges, ports, and energy systems are being upgraded or built from scratch. These projects are not just about supporting the oil industry. They are about transforming the entire economy. Better infrastructure means better connectivity, more business opportunities, and improved quality of life for citizens. And this is where Guyana's strategy becomes interesting. Rather than relying solely on oil, the country is trying to use its petroleum wealth as a foundation for broader economic development. The goal is diversification, to build industries beyond oil so that the economy remains strong, even if oil prices fluctuate. Agriculture is being modernized, tourism is being promoted, and new sectors are being explored. But there's another dimension to this transformation: geopolitics. As Guyana's importance in the global energy market increases, so does its strategic significance. Countries and corporations around the world are paying close attention. Partnerships are forming. Investments are increasing.